Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Why I Need podcast. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and also engage with us in the comment section. And what we're talking about is the situation of the governor of Rivers State in Nigeria. And it says to resume office today, September 18th, 2025. It makes me wonder if that's the reason the president returned to Nigeria or cut his 10-day vacation short to be able to make some public statement and to usher Governor Fubara back into office. I know Governor Fubara is PDP and the president is APC. So are we going to see a party defect into APC in the next few days or in the next few weeks? That is yet to be seen. But I saw one of his video clips going around saying that he didn't know if he's still interested in governing anymore, that everyone should be quiet. And I believe this was probably at the time when it was first suspended from his position. But it's just unfortunate that everything is being politicized now. And a lot of the people in River States are not really going to be positively impacted by this. Everything is still status quo. And when he returns to office, things will continue to remain status quo because he probably won't be able to do anything. I won't be able to make any major decisions without consulting his godfather, which was his main goal from trying to fight away the godfather. But we'll see how everything goes when he returns to office today and going forward. So what do you think about this change?
I think this is rather laughable. If you go on the social media, mostly on the X, you see a lot of people applauding Tinubu for upholding the rule of law, for reinstating Fubara, as if he's not the one that caused the issue. In the first place, he suspended the constitution, suspended the unelected governor. Both of them derive their power from the constitution. The constitution does not even allow the president to suspend a local government chairman, not to talk of a governor. They are both executive branch. So I wonder why our court have not, made moves to hear this case. And I can guarantee you that Fubara will come back to the office. And before you know it, by next week, the court will rule on the case and say there is academic that, is of no use again, has been overtaken by events. This is not democracy. I used to hear that Tinubu fought alongside Abiola for democracy. But I'm not convinced with all of these traits, with all of this he's doing, that is not democracy. Just trying to win by all means. I don't think that is how the founding fathers, envisage a democracy to be. Democracy, winning an election in democracy should be by conviction, convincing people, making argument and demonstrating to people why they should be on your side, not just by grabbing it and running with it and just because tomorrow I can guarantee you that somebody will suspend the Lagos state governor and the heaven will not fall and nothing will happen. They will suspend the local government, Lagos state governor, suspend them probably for 1 year. Tinubu did for 6 months. They will probably suspend the governor for initial 6 months, then renew it for another 6 months, remove all the LCDS, and then remove all the chairmen and then capture Lagos State like that, and nothing will happen. Hopefully, he will be alive to see it. But this is not democracy, and I hope the young generations are not just, are not learning from this, because this is absolutely not democracy, and they know it that they're cheating, and you don't win by cheating.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Minister Wike praised Tinubu, saying that Tinubu did a good job restoring democracy back in River State. And we all know this is a big collusion. They're using the federal power, and Wiki also using this influence to fight against Governors Fubara. And it's obvious. Everybody can see it. And the folks that approved the constitutional resolution to suspend him, they're part of the problem. Nobody could speak up against the president or advise the president the against putting in place the 6-month suspension, but it's 6-month suspension. He's been suspended. He's back in the office. We'll see what happens with everything that they've got going on. And I know this woman from Kogi State got suspended as well, even though it wasn't by the president, maybe it was by the Senate, and they're still having issues reinstating her. When are they going to reinstate that woman as well? But it looks like the government of the day picks and choose what they want to get past, what they want to get through, what they want people to know. So obviously, they're not really interested in bettering the lives of Nigerians. If they're really interested in it, if there's a will to do it, they will find a way to do it. But so right now, it doesn't look like they care about the people of River State or the people of Nigeria as a whole. Because if they do, they'll put everything in place. It looks like the president can get whatever he wants from the Senate. And yeah, the president, if is interested in fixing insecurities, if is interested in suspending the governors in states with poor security, maybe that will make him sit up. He's already did it for Fubara, even though there was no active crisis in the state. So how about states where we've seen active insurgencies, where we've seen the security of the states being maligned? When is he going to suspend those governors? When is he going to put in place his constitutional rights to secure the people of those states or secure the people of Nigeria as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, it's an irony because even in fact, there was a news report, I think about a couple days ago, where somewhere in the north, where the communities are negotiating with bandits, basically allowing them to go to farm and then return, they will state what they will give to them. And a very known this thing was actually there. Somebody that the security agencies are looking for. He was sitting down there in the midst of them, negotiating a deal, with the community, dressed in a military fatigue. Having Tinubu or Akpabio has not even, you know, declared a state of emergency in those states. And it's really, really sad. I think I blame Fubara when he wasn't ready for that fight. He started that fight premature. He should have waited to be well grounded before he started that fight. And a fight like that, you just fight to finish. You don't fight and relax. You don't do that. It's always a fight to finish. He did not give it his all. At some point, it looked like he relented. It looks like he gave up. It looked like he let his guard down. That kind of fight, you fight to finish. Whatever your intention is, make sure you make it known and go all out. We can see the relationship between El-Rufai and his successor, Ubatani, is making it very, very hot for El-Rufai. We saw what happened in Edo State between Adams Oshomole and the former governor of Edo State. He basically told Adams Oshomole to not step his feet in Edo State again without letting him know. Those guys were determined to fight. But Fubara, well, I've always said it, he's not a politician. At best, he's suitable as maybe administrator, secretary, maybe secretary to the state government, maybe commissioner. Even commissioner would be too much for him. Just give him permanent secretary, director. That is what he's suitable for. And when I read through the, social media, people are advising him to decamp as soon as he comes back and join APC. As much as I don't like Wike's politics, but that guy is very, very smart politically. He must have thought about everything. In fact, as it is right now, the PDP structure is in Wike's hand in River State. He controls the PDP and APC in River State. So, but Fubara cannot decamp. He will have to sit in PDP and finish his term. And it's going to be a very bad for him because the local government is APC. The House of Assembly is APC. The Federal House of Representatives that is representing the River State is APC. The senators is APC. So he will just be a lame dog. In fact, there are other people that are advising him to just go there and loot his own and just look for his money and just sit down there and look at them and just waste, spend his 4 years and then just keep it moving. But if I were him, definitely I would tender my resignation. I wouldn't go back.
Yeah, I'm sure he's considered not going back, but at the same time, he's probably made up his mind, cut his losses, and say, hey, I'm going to go and finish my term, and then we'll see what happens. But it looks like it's in between the rock and a hard place. He can't really move forward, can't go backwards. I mean, there's no really a big opposition party to join. I mean, if he wants to align himself with Peter Obi and other popular candidates in Nigeria, maybe that would give him a chance for something big in the future. But as of right now, it looks like it's stuck unless he decides to make a big move. And if he's not willing to fight, if he's not willing to make a big move, then nothing is gonna happen. He's just gonna finish his time and just stay away from politics forever.
Yeah, I mean, that is all he will do. Nothing, there's nothing else for him. He can't even make decisions. And this is why when Peter Obi always say, the way you come into power is more important than the power. Because if people help you get into power, they will definitely control you and they will definitely detect for you. And when you say you don't want them to detect for you, it's only in a few occasions that people have been successfully able to separate from their, from their godfather. We saw how Tinubu rubbished Ambode in Lagos State, and Ambode remained a one-time governor, and Fubara is going to be a one-time governor. There is no doubt. In fact, even if Fubara wake up tomorrow and say he wants to go and join APC, I can almost guarantee you that Tinubu will not allow him to join APC. It looks like he values loyalty. He's a godfather in Lagos. He knows what godfather is. He will not even allow him to join APC. And I hope they will not count these 6 months towards these 4 years, because I would really like to see that Rivers State will begin to have a by-election, because the sole administrator took 6 months from his term. So it would be very, very unfair to say that he would join the general election or Rivers State would join the general election. I would really see them giving basically being a 4 years and 6 months, because that was the same thing they did with Peter Obi when he had an issue. They impeached him. They did not count out those months for him. So that is why today Anambra State is having by-election. So I would really like to see Anambra, Rivers State, Edo State having by-elections as a result of this emergency rule. But let the whole world know that what they did in Rivers State was a state capture, and tomorrow somebody will definitely capture Lagos State. And I can't wait. We will all be here. We pray to be alive to be here and see how it pans out, how people will cry foul, and then we'll definitely remind them what happened in Rivers State. Let us know what you think. If you were Fubara, would you come back or would you just tender your resignation? Let us know in the comment section, and we'll be happy to interact with you in the comment section.